people of the internet. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is LT, and I am an avid K-pop fan for about 4 years running, and a casual for about 10 plus. I am fresh off having just watched, listened to, and very poorly, probably, reacted to Dreamcatcher's most recent MV Vision off of their latest mini album, Apocalypse Follow Us. And now that we know what the title track sounds like, we gotta figure out what the 5 other songs sound like. So we're going to, without further ado, much rambling this time, pop on quickly over to, I have nulls that up, oh dear. There we go, Spotify. I tried finding lyric videos on YouTube, but it might be too early. Because the ones I have found for Fairytale and Some Love, there were some who were saying in the comments that the line distributions or allocations weren't correct, and I couldn't even find one for Rainy Day full stop. The only one I could find was for Handong's cover of the song in Mandarin from, I think, like last winter or something. So we're just gonna rely on good old Spotify, I think. Actually, I haven't seen the full page image yet. Oh, they chose this one. Okay. Anyways, let's start off with the intro. I do believe that, I don't know what the order is, but every single song on the mini album has credits from Lee's and Olander on it. So more than likely every single one of them is going to be immaculate. So without further ado, let's get into intro. Chaotical X. Oh, I like that hit a string in there, that's nice. The panning of the synth there. Okay. It's a fairly minimal intro, all things considered, I think. It's not much going on. Oh, that was cool. I love the way that ended, where it's almost like the synths are so low and distorted, it almost sounds like a klaxon going off at the end. That's really nice. I really like that. That was... I don't know if it's the genre or how Lees and Olander have made the synth sound, but I'm getting really heavy, like, you know, like cyberpunk video game LED lit back alley kind of strutting through on the way to a mission kind of synth beat, or like driving down the highway in a futuristic city on your like levitating car down a bridge and you see all the lights flashing by you. It's like, it's got that feel to it, you know? I think we'll go Vision again, because YouTube audio processing engines isn't the greatest compared to a dedicated music streaming site like Spotify, so let's go Vision again. We know what it sounds like already. If you haven't seen the reaction video and you want to put yourself through what's probably about 25 minutes of rather awkward me fawning over the video, then you can find it on the channel somewhere. If not, let's just go and listen to the title track again, because I quite enjoyed it. I love that pause in the drum hits. I still love that. And in fact, I was right about the YouTube audio processing because the synth bass actually sounds different in my ears than it did in the music video. After I'm done editing the album listening and stuff, I have a guitar in the corner over there. I'm gonna try and learn this. I'm gonna try and learn this guitar part because it is so good.
Turning over page, turning over page, turning over page. 조금씩 좁혀가 유력한 조종자 남겨진 victim, big pain, deep gray. 찾아 life, Jackie Chan, quickly, swiftly.
And then oh, I'm still so happy that Sue got a rap part again. And I said in my MV reaction that if this wasn't my favorite Dami rap and that I prefer Maison's to it, I still agreed in that sense. But I don't think it's a bad Dami rap verse at all. Plus she has lines in the chorus, like pop off, Dami. I was watching a line distribution video while I was waiting for the reaction video to process. And Dami apparently has the second most amount of lines in terms of actual time in the entire song. Blows my mind. And this bridge. I love it. I can't imagine what this is gonna sound like live. They're coming to the UK at the end of November, and I have tickets for a standing room. And this song is going to hit so hard live, I can already tell. Okay, next up, Fairytale. I've read good things about this on like Reddit and Twitter and stuff, so I'm excited. Okay. Ooh. Clean heart. Whoa. Very mainstream pop rocky sound so far. It's like a DCified, like poppy Imagine Dragons type of beat. Simple percussion line. Oh. I love the little twinkle of the guitar in there too. That's so nice. Yeah, it really is just that feel-good kind of pop rock song. Okay, this is a B-side. This is a really good B-side. Okay. I love that Dami gets to show off vocals a lot this era. Like, even that was kind of like sing rapping in a sense, but That's really good. I love it. I think like typically every DC album needs that capital THAT, that B-side. Like Apocalypse Save Us had Starlight. This album is Fairytale, 100%. And that distorted guitar solo.
This might sound like a fantasy. Don't worry, look up and you'll see. You're living a fairy tale.
Oh, that airy high vocal.
Follow your heart. Follow your heart.
Yeah, this is it.
You're living in a fairy tale.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can see why Reddit and Stan Twitter went crazy about this one. Because every single DC album has an immaculate B-side that's just a little bit more immaculate than everything else. Like you have... I wonder if this is the song we'll get, if it happens, one of those special clip MVs. Because Sahara had one, Break the Wall had one, Poison Love had one. We didn't get one for the Summer Holiday album, I don't think. But that album had Whistle. Apocalypse Save Us had Starlight. This album for sure is going to be Fairytale, is going to be B-side. They're most people's, I think, top B-sides. Unless there's a worldie of a ballad in here or someplace. That was tasty. I really enjoyed that. I'm gonna go back to that, I think, when I'm editing this later. But next song, Some Love.
똑바로 걸어 수평 맞춰 밝은 느낌 따라 시선을 힘껏 높여 마치 꽂힌 빌딩처럼
Okay.
발을 벌려봐 나는 내가 특별하단 걸 알아 굳은 몸을 풀고 세상으로
This took a turn.
let it know we all need some love 지금 너에게로 주문을 걸어 이
Where are we going here? Okay. Oh. There's some funky. There's some funky chord progression going on there. I could not follow that. Okay. I'm feeling it a little bit more than in the first verse. Okay, so far what I've gotten from this album is that Handong pre-chorus queen, as per usual. This entire album as a whole is using a lot of guitar in different ways. Like, this is a fairly clean guitar sound in the back here. In Fairytale, it was a little bit more synthy, but we still had a guitar solo in it. And then the title track, the driving beat, was predominantly guitar and synth bass. bring it back. This is nice. This is really delicate. There's that clean guitar sound again. I feel like the songs are very short. I could be wrong. I'll check the times once we finish because I'm pretty sure it's one more track and an outro left. But yeah, I think Some Love it's not a bad song. It's musically very confusing for me, as maybe I'm overthinking it because I have a little bit of music experience. Like, I grew up playing violin, so I know a lot of classical music theory. Not like React to the K levels, because, you know, they go into higher education about it. I just played it as like a hobby of sorts. I played violin for 10 years, so I've read classical music for 10 years. So, like, chord progressions, melodic progressions, stuff like that, my brain tends to go towards the classical route. This was... I don't actually know what happened. It's that weird, confusing realm of I can understand where it's going to go, but I'm still caught off guard by it, if that makes any sense. This one, I think, this one's gonna need to grow on me, but at the same time, anything following this masterpiece is going to struggle anyways. But Rainy Day, this is the one I couldn't find a lyric video on for, full stop, but piano, rain, ballad. There it is. Yeah, this is the kind of ballad where you sway side to side, like you're on a boat. More Dami singing. That airy vocal of hers. Oh. It has started raining outside just now as well. This is very appropriate. I love how simple this instrumental is. It's literally just one singular piano and the sound of rain. Oh. Yeah, this is like sleep time ASMR levels. Oh, never mind, there's the instrumental. Okay. Even with the rest of the instrumentals coming in, it's still a very mellow and... It is like a bedtime ballad almost, kind of. I was worried that with more instrumentals coming in, it was going to be too high energy. But the bass moving in the background and the little bit of the percussion line, like you can hear the really simple, gentle hi-hat going. What I was saying, like the bass and the percussion line on top of the piano and their vocals is like adding whipped cream on top of a pie. You don't need it, but it makes it better with it. Ooh, okay, breakdown. The beat breakdown's completely gone. And there we go. Oh. Oh, and they completely get rid of the piano at the end altogether. Oh, that's very cool. I love that progression in the piano in the back where it's right hand's doing all the work first, the melody, and you have your very simple bass line on your left hand. Then those grow into fuller chords on the bottom as well as the top. Bring in the bass and the really gentle percussion. And then you slowly start to take it away. And then at the very end, you leave it with just pure vocal. That's it. I love it when ballads do that. Like, I Use My C is the way that song ends with her just whispering that final line with no other sound is spine tingling. And this is much of the same way. And I don't know how this has managed to happen, but we're already at the outro. So, one more song to go. Outro, Mother Nature. Here we go. Ooh. Okay, I see the vibes here. I'm feeling them. And there's the build. Oh yeah. That was really good. That was, as an outro, it is exactly what it needs to do. It's musically, it really does feel like you're put in like a forest, and you have, when the strings come down, it's like the birds flying through the trees, the sunlight's peering through the trees. You can see the grass swaying in the wind in your head. And then that percussion comes in and the instrumentals drop out, and then it's like you can visually see that this nature scene has slowly faded away into black, and then you have the rolling credits going up the screen, and it's very, very, very good. And what an album that was. It's a mini, so it's very short. Because I'm pretty sure the entire album is like 16, 17, not even 16, 17 minutes total. What? How many? It's probably closer to like, oh, it says right there, 15, just under 16 minutes. But that's a very good album. The intro and the outros were, I think, some of their best they've made. The title track is great. Fairytale is that B-side. Really, I don't like saying that Some Love is my least favorite on the album, but I think it is my least favorite as of right now, at least, compared to the rest of the albums, because I think they all hit me like spiritually a little bit harder than Some Love did. Not a bad song by any means of the imagination. This is a completely 100% biased viewpoint, but DC I don't think have ever made a flat out bad B-side. Yes, sometimes their ballads are a little bit predictable and boring. I will say that. But some of my favorite songs DC have written are ballads. Like, my favorite ballad they've written is Polaris from the Rate of Dreams album. That is, to this day, I think my favorite Dreamcatcher B-side. Although Don't Light My Fire off of the Japanese Eclipse album is a very close second. And then you have that, you know, fast, high energy B-side Fairytale, that's probably gonna throw punches along with the likes of Tension. Tension was a good B-side. I don't know if I'll put Wind Blows or Poison Love from Road to Utopia, but like it's that level of B-side where I bet you Fairytale will be the most streamed B-side on the entire album, and I don't think it's gonna be close. Oh. Now all I'll have to do is binge listen to this until I grow sick and tired of it, and by that point, hopefully my albums would have come in. I ordered all 4 versions of the Apocalypse Follow Us albums, as well as Umbi's newest album that's coming out, I believe, later this week. I think it's like tomorrow or Thursday. So look forward to that in the future, and of course, I'll be opening the albums on here as well if I can figure out how a setup will work for that. But, one more time. Fancy transitions. Hopefully you did enjoy listening along with the new DC album with me. If you did, make sure to go stream it on your streaming platform of choice, whether it be Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Music. What else is there? There's like Melon, Bugs, whatever else where you listen to your music. Give them a stream, add it to your playlists and whatnot. Hopefully they can get a win this era, although it's going to be very tough, I think. I think the competition is a little bit too strong for DC, but then again, they were up against IVE in Maison, and they beat IVE. They beat IVE and Big Bang of their first win in Maison. I think this year they have Stray Kids, they'll have Le Sserafim and Idol, and who else is promoting right now? I think Stray Kids, and then once next week rolls around, Le Sserafim and Idol are going to be, I think, the biggest competitors for music show wins. Will they win? I don't know. Are their chances a little bit lower than last time? I unfortunately think so. Does it matter if they get a win or not? No. Personally, no, I don't think so, because casuals might just brush them off being like, oh, it's a rock song, oh, it's not my thing. But us hardcore insomniacs, not insomniacs, although I am one, but my fellow somnies around the world, and there's people who know Dreamcatcher and their sound are going to listen in anyways, and ultimately I think that's all that matters, is that people enjoy their music. So hopefully you did as well. Hopefully my rambling and my kind of rather awkwardness hasn't turned you off of it yet. If you want to see more, my channel's up there, I think, if I've done it correctly. Channel icon's up there if you want to subscribe, get notified of new videos whenever I upload them. Again, this is a hobby, not a job, so sporadic at best, I think. If you want to see more right away, YouTube recommends you watch that one down there. I don't know what video that is. YouTube picks and chooses for me, so go ahead and click on that one if you want to. And that'll be it for me today, guys. I'll see you whenever this next video is going to be. See ya.